Throughout human history, stories of creation, destruction, and rebirth have been told in nearly every culture. But what if these stories are more than just myths? What if they are echoes of ancient civilizations wiped out by cataclysmic events? In 1963, Chan Thomas published The Adam and Eve Story, a book that presents a startling theory. Sudden pole shifts have repeatedly reshaped Earth's geography, wiping out entire civilizations. Civilizations like the one behind the biblical story of Adam and Eve. Could there be truth behind this idea, or is it just another conspiracy? Let's dive in. The Adam and Eve story claims that Earth undergoes sudden and devastating pole shifts, rapid changes in the position of the Earth's crust that cause massive earthquakes, floods, and volcanic eruptions. According to Thomas, these events occur every few thousand years, wiping out almost all life on the planet and leaving only a small number of survivors to rebuild civilization. Thomas even connects these events to biblical stories like the Garden of Eden, the Great Flood, and other creation myths. He suggests that these tales are not just religious parables, but the remnants of real ancient knowledge about catastrophic events that shaped early human history. What adds even more intrigue to this story is that in 2013, the Adam and Eve story resurfaced after parts of it were classified by the CIA. This book, written by Chan Thomas, delves into ancient cataclysms and the cyclical nature of global disasters. This move led many to speculate, why would the CIA be interested in a book about ancient cataclysms? The very idea that a government agency would classify a book about ancient history and natural disasters sparked curiosity and suspicion. Was there hidden knowledge that they didn't want the public to know? Could there be truths within its pages that might reveal something about our past or even our future? The CIA's involvement only fueled conspiracy theories. People began to wonder if the government was trying to suppress information that could potentially change our understanding of history and science. Some believe the government is aware of potential upcoming cataclysms and is hiding information from the public to prevent panic. The idea that the authorities might be concealing knowledge about future disasters is both thrilling and terrifying. Others suggest that it's more about safeguarding classified scientific data that might have been mentioned in the book. Perhaps the book contains references to sensitive information that the government deems too risky to be widely known. But, as with most conspiracy theories, there's often a simpler explanation. It's possible that the classification was a standard procedure, a routine action taken to protect certain types of information. It's possible that the classification was routine, especially given the book's focus on global catastrophes during the Cold War, a time when the government was concerned with any potential threats, real or imagined. During that era, the fear of unknown threats was pervasive, and the government took extensive measures to control information. Nevertheless, the CIA connection adds a mysterious aura to Chan Thomas's work. The very act of classification by such a secretive agency imbues the book with an air of mystery and intrigue, making it a subject of endless speculation and curiosity. Whether the truth lies in hidden knowledge, routine classification, or somewhere in between, the story of the Adam and Eve story and its connection to the CIA continues to captivate and mystify those who seek to uncover the secrets of our past and the potential warnings for our future. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of history and the actions of secretive agencies, we are reminded of the delicate balance between knowledge and secrecy and the ever-present human desire to uncover the unknown. At the heart of the Adam and Eve story is the pole shift theory, which proposes that the Earth's crust can shift suddenly over the mantle, causing massive upheaval. Thomas argued that this has happened multiple times in Earth's history, leading to the destruction of civilizations such as Atlantis. According to Thomas, these pole shifts would lead to a sudden rearrangement of the planet's geography. Floods would engulf entire continents, volcanoes would erupt, and earthquakes would tear through the Earth's surface, erasing all traces of advanced societies. But is there any scientific basis for these catastrophic pole shifts? This question has intrigued both scientists and the general public for decades. The short answer, not really. Despite the fascination with this idea, the scientific community has found little evidence to support such dramatic events. While it's true that Earth's magnetic poles do occasionally reverse, this phenomenon is part of a natural cycle. This process happens over thousands, if not millions of years. It's a slow and gradual change, not something that happens overnight. These geomagnetic reversals do not cause the type of sudden and violent crustal shifts that Thomas described. Instead, they are part of the Earth's long-term geological processes. Scientists agree that the Earth's magnetic poles have shifted many times in the past, and they have studied these events extensively through fossil records and geological layers. But the idea of the Earth's crust moving rapidly is highly unlikely. The evidence points to a much more stable and gradual process. Most evidence suggests that geological changes occur over long periods through processes like erosion and sedimentation, not in the catastrophic sudden events described in the Adam and Eve story. The narrative of sudden dramatic shifts is more fiction than fact, while Thomas's theories of sudden pole shifts have been largely debunked. They continue to capture the imagination of many. There are real concerns about other kinds of global catastrophes, such as asteroid impacts or supervolcano eruptions. These events have the potential to cause significant changes to our planet. These are the events scientists are monitoring closely. With advanced technology and continuous research, scientists aim to predict and mitigate the impacts of such catastrophic events, ensuring the safety and stability of our planet for future generations. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Adam and Eve story is how Thomas connects pole shifts to ancient myths and lost civilizations. He delves into the idea that these shifts could have caused massive changes on Earth, leading to the rise and fall of entire civilizations. This theory opens up a world of possibilities about our past. He speculates that Atlantis, the Garden of Eden, and the biblical flood are memories of real-world cataclysms passed down through oral traditions and transformed into myth over time. These stories, while often dismissed as mere legends, might hold kernels of truth about our planet's tumultuous history. Thomas isn't the only one to suggest this. Scholars and researchers from various fields have explored the connections between ancient myths and real historical events. They argue that these myths could be distorted accounts of actual occurrences. Many researchers have pointed out that similar flood myths exist across numerous cultures, from the Sumerians to Native Americans. These stories often share striking similarities, suggesting a common origin or shared experience of a significant event. Could these stories be ancient attempts to explain a real catastrophe? The idea is compelling, as it suggests that our ancestors witnessed and survived incredible natural disasters, which they then immortalized in their myths and legends, or are they simply symbolic stories about human beginnings? Some scholars believe that these myths serve as allegories for human experiences and existential questions, rather than literal historical accounts. While there's little evidence to support the idea of a global cataclysm wiping out an advanced civilization like Atlantis, the fascination with such stories persists. They capture our imagination and make us wonder about the possibilities of what might have been. The idea that humanity has faced localized disasters such as regional floods and earthquakes is more plausible. These events could have had profound impacts on early human societies, leading to the creation of myths that have endured for millennia. By studying these stories, we gain insights into the resilience and creativity of our ancestors in the face of adversity. So, is the Adam and Eve story a glimpse into Earth's hidden past, or just another wild theory? While Chan Thomas's ideas are not accepted by mainstream science, the book continues to captivate the imagination of conspiracy theorists and alternative historians. The question remains, could there be more to these ancient stories than we realize? What do you think? Are these ancient myths just stories, or are they clues to real-world events we've forgotten? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into history, mystery, and science.